Ashton United TV, I'm joined by manager Jody Banim after a 1-0 defeat away at Matlock in the FA Trophy. Jody, the end of our FA Trophy run, what are your initial thoughts after that one?
Frustrated. I think we've dominated the game from start to finish. Obviously, I spoke to the lads after the game last week, and the one disappointing thing is we weren't taking our opportunities. We got 2 penalties last week. I actually played today out. I said, you know, we've had these games where you've dominated, you've created loads of opportunities, and you've given away a terrible penalty. Which, like last week, obviously we don't get the 2 penalties. We're not scoring from open play. You know that ends up in a 1-0 defeat, just like today. And it's massively frustrating for a possession team that we are, and for the amount of ball we've got, for the amount of times we've got final third entries. We've got down the sides of them. We've got time and space inside the box, and we're either taking too long, or our quality's not there, or our decision making's poor, and we need to find a way around it, because we're not going to. Our goals for column's poor. It is poor, you know, and you have to score goals to win games, unfortunately, and we're not scoring enough at the minute, and you get frustrating games like today. You know, I'd rather come here and not play well, but I think we've played well. You know, that's the frustrating thing. I think we've played well, so I'm not going to go kind of overboard. But we need to come up with a solution to this goals for issue, because we're killing ourselves at this moment in time. You know, really, the lads worked really hard. I thought our shape was good. I thought the recycling the ball was good. We were patient at times, and it was just one of those days. Like I said, it just won't go in. The keeper's had an absolute worldie as well. Suppose we have to take our hat off to him. He's made 3 or 4 really good saves at good times for them. It's just a frustrating afternoon. It's a game we should win. I think we're a better side than them. I think we're a much better side than them. But a frustrating one.
Do you feel the referee's stop-start nature to the game killed any tempo for our side?
Yeah, he's poor. I think the referee thought it was about him today. Some of his decisions were bizarre. He's booked Liam Thompson for the first foul in the game in the first half, and then there was 3 or 4 of those. He's booked Josh Wilson for contesting an offside decision. If that's the booking, then everyone would be sent off. Yeah, he's killed it a little bit. He's killed the tempo. We wanted to get our hand on the ball and get the ball rolling and stuff, and he's pulling it back and stopping us getting our momentum going. But listen, we've done enough today to win the game. We've just not put the ball in the back of the net. We've come up against a keeper who's had a good game, and I think our quality in that box and in that final third has not been quite right.
An injury sustained to Cassie and Angel in the pre-training game, Ben.
No, he was injured before, so he was carrying an Achilles injury. So we were leaving him on the bench and seeing how he was in the warm-up, and he wasn't great in the warm-up, which is why we had to start Lewis. Connor Hughes he's just come back from a 6-week layoff with his medial ligament injury. So we had to give Lewis Walters a run. Kind of missed probably Cassian today with his cuteness in those little pockets. And when you're playing against a team with a low block, your movement has to be good, your rotations have to be good. We have to be picking up those little half spaces in there. We have to be overloading areas, because if you've got a tight kind of 4-5-1 formation that they played with, and they played deep, there's no space in behind. We have our centre backs have to step in, and they have to draw people out. They have to draw the 10 out of the middle so we can play into our defensive midfielder, or they have to draw one of the midfielders out so we can play to one of our advanced midfielders. Didn't think we did that well enough in the first half, and that's why we made the change with Shez for Tom. Nothing to do with Tom's performance. It's just obviously with Shez's passing range being a little bit more varied than Tom's. So we made that change, and I think at times, like I said, we have overloaded areas and we have penned them back. It's just we've just not had that finishing touch today, and that's kind of been the story of our season. Really, we need to find someone who's going to put the ball in the back of the net for us, because it doesn't look like we've got it at the minute.
Okay, thank you, Jody.